Welcome, welcome, welcome. TBW Clips. I am Tyson. Today, Hulk Hogan at the RNC. I have not seen this. People have been asking me to check it out because I'm a wrestling fan. So let's take a look at this.
Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Starts off in character, right?
You know something? When I came here tonight, there was so much energy in this room. I felt maybe I was in Madison Square Garden getting ready to win another world title. Or maybe I thought the vibe was so intense, the energy was so crazy, it felt like maybe I was going to press that no-good stinky giant over my head and slam him through the mat, brother. But what I found out was I was in a room full of real Americans, brother. And at the end of the day, with our leader up there, my hero, that gladiator, we're going to bring America back together. One real American at a time, brother.
Now, I think Trump and Hogan know each other. I believe a lot of wrestling events were held at the Trump Plaza or Trump Tower. Trump has hosted a lot of wrestling events, so they've known each other for a long time, 20 years probably, maybe 30, I don't know. But let me also say this: Hogan was never ever my favorite wrestler at any point in time. He was never. I liked him. I enjoyed watching him. His matches were big, but he was not my favorite. Macho Man during that era, when he was big, was my favorite. It switched over to Shawn Michaels. He was my favorite, and then but you had The Rock. I like Rock over Austin, and then Kurt Angle. He was one of my favorites. Yeah, so on and so on. So at no point was he ever my favorite, right? So.
You know something? I've seen some great tag teams in my time. Hulk Hogan and, ooh, yeah, the Macho Man Randy Savage. But you know something? I see the greatest tag team of my life standing upon us, getting ready to straighten this country out for all the real Americans. You know, even though you guys are real Americans, you better get ready. Because when Donald J. Trump becomes the President of the United States, all the real Americans are going to be nicknamed Trumpites. Because all the Trumpites are going to be running wild for 4 years. So with the power of Donald J. Trump and all the Trumpites running wild, America is going to get back on track. And like Donald J. Trump said, America is going to be great again.
They already have a nickname. It's called MAGA, right? MAGA is the nickname.
You know, when I look out and I see all the real Americans, I think about how Donald Trump, his family was compromised. When I look out there and I see Donald Trump, I think about how his business was compromised. But what happened last week when they took a shot at my hero and they tried to kill the next president of the United States? Enough was enough. And I said, let Trumpomania run wild, brother. Let Trumpomania rule again. Let Trumpomania make America great again.
That's one of his staples, ripping off the shirt. Let me say this. I think throughout history so far, there have been three professional wrestlers that have kind of transcended wrestling and took it to another level. Hogan definitely being the first, mainstreaming it, making it as popular as it was. The Rock, and then John Cena. Those three are the three greatest in history. They're not my favorites. The Rock at one point was, but yeah, these guys transcended it and took wrestling to another level, made it mainstream. I'll give them credit for that. Those are the top three in history in my book. Not as far as in ring talent, but overall everything. In ring, getting people involved, crossing over to Hollywood, different stuff like that, bringing more fans into it, making it more interesting. Those are the top three. Let me know if you think I'm wrong and you got others. But I believe, yeah, those are the top three. The iconic ear thing, huh?
You know something, Trumpites? I didn't come here as Hulk Hogan, but I just had to give you a little taste.
They ate it up. They ate it up.
My name is Terry Bollea, and as an entertainer, I love you too.
Now some substance.
And as an entertainer, I tried to stay out of politics. But after everything that's happened to our country over the past 4 years, and everything that happened last weekend, I can no longer stay silent. I'm here tonight because I want the world to know that Donald Trump is a real American hero. And I'm proud.
Yeah, that was Hogan Schnick, right? That was his thing, the American hero. That was his song when he came out, I Am a Real American Hero, right? He's always carried a flag with Hacksaw, Jim Duggan, right? So he's always been a pillar of America.
To support my hero as the next president of this United States. You know, guys, I've known Donald Trump for over 35 years.
35.
Hold on a second, hold on. I just had a flashback. Man. This is really tripping. You know, the last time I was up on stage, Donald Trump was sitting at ringside at the Trump Plaza. I was bleeding like a pig, and I won the world title right in front of Donald J. Trump. And you know something? He's going to win in November, and we're all going to be champions again when he wins. And like I said, I've known that man for over 35 years, and he's always been the biggest patriot, and he still is. He's always told you exactly what he thought, and he still does, brother. And no matter the odds, he always finds a way to win. And when he's back in our White House, America is going to start winning again. You know, guys, over my career, I've been in the ring with some of the biggest, some of the baddest dudes on the planet. And I've squared off against warriors, ooh yeah, savages. And I've even, like I said, body slam giants in the middle of the ring. And I know tough guys, but let me tell you something, brother. Donald Trump is the toughest of them all. They've thrown everything at Donald Trump. All the investigations, the impeachments, the court cases, and he's still standing and kicking their butts. You know, we never had it better than the Trump years. Back then, we had a thriving economy. We had strong borders. We had safe streets. We had peace and respect around the world. But then we lost it all in a blink of an eye. Crime is out of control. The border is out of control. The price of food and gas and housing is out of control. And the only person who can clean this up is Donald Trump.
Things were lower under his tenure. They were lower.
You know, guys, I really, really love this country. And I've lived the American dream. And I want my kids, your kids, and all those little teeny Hulkamaniacs out there to live the American dream too. This November, guys, we can save the American dream for everyone. And Donald Trump is the president who will get the job done. So all you criminals, all you lowlifes, all you scumbags, all you drug dealers, and all you crooked politicians need to answer one question, brother. What you gonna do when Donald Trump and all the Trumpomaniacs run wild on you, brother?
There you go. What you gonna do? That was always his closeout signature line. What you gonna do? All right. That wasn't too bad. It was entertaining. He talked about what he needed to talk about as far as legislation. Let me say this: there's a section of the Republican Party who's very religious. And they seem to have a problem with entertainers, kind of like what the DNC does. They bring a bunch of entertainers and stuff like that, and it's effective, right? They get young people out in the culture, and they come out because of these things. And they have a problem with Hogan, people like Amber Rose coming down because of their past and things that they've done. So let me say this: the Republican Party is a political party. It's just that it's a political party. All the Christian stuff, the worship stuff, you get that in your own private home. You get that when you go to church. This America is for everyone. I understand that it was built on Judeo-Christian values, which is good, but it still allows for freedom of religion, right? Freedom of religion. There are foundational pieces to America that made America great because of those Christian values, the nuclear home, things like that. Not killing people, but those are universal stuff. Treating people with respect. They don't have to just be limited to a religion. You could do those things and have respect for all people without being religious. So a lot of people are Republican not because of Christian values, but because of the policies that Republicans put forth, like strong borders, like low taxes, low regulations, stuff like that. What Hogan mentioned, he didn't mention anything about God or anything like that. I'm sure there's a place for that. Politically, people come, they pray. They do it also at the DNC. So, but you have to allow for all to come. If you just want a party that's just focused on a religious values, they would never win elections because there's so many different religions here, right? Freedom of religion. Other countries are like that. You go to Muslim countries, they go by Sharia law. Do you want our laws to just be come straight from the Bible? That's not freedom of religion anymore. So that's my 2 cents about it. I think there are other values other than Christian values that make people want to vote Republican and want to be Republican. You have to bring those people in also, right? Especially if you want to win elections. So you can have strong borders, low regulation, a good economy and stuff like that, low crime. That's the stuff that you want, right? So that's my 2 cents. I could be wrong. I doubt it. If you think I am, let me know down in the comments. I appreciate you guys and thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.